In this chapter, we're continuing to think about looking after ourselves, and we're going to consider two ways of coping with the impact of stress: problem solving and managing worry. In this video, we're going to explore problem solving. Problem solving might seem like quite a straightforward skill, and most of us can do this. However, when we're stressed or overwhelmed with problems, we can find it more challenging, and we might believe there's nothing we can do. Our loved ones can also struggle with problem solving and maybe choose solutions, which in turn create more problems. Whenever we feel overwhelmed and stressed, we might need to break problem solving down into steps. And there are 6 main steps in problem solving. The first is to identify and define the problem, be as specific as possible. The second is to generate possible solutions and options. And when coming up with these ideas, don't judge the ideas and think of them as being silly, because sometimes an idea which might not be the solution could be the stepping stone to an idea which is. If we disregard ideas too early, we might miss something that could actually work. Then the next step is to evaluate the top 3 or 4 solutions. And from those, then do the next step of deciding on a plan that seems like it's going to be effective and is feasible, something you can do. The next step is put that plan into action and then evaluate it. Did it work? If it didn't, you can go back to those top 3 or 4 plans and pick a different one. If you don't think any of those are going to work because maybe you tried to solve the wrong part of the problem, go back to step 1 and identify it again. Some top tips for problem solving is to work on one problem at a time. If you try to solve a really big problem, there might be lots of little solutions rather than one big solution. The second is to use paper. Sometimes writing it down and seeing it in front of you can be really helpful. Try and set aside some time to problem solve rather than doing it all at the same time as trying to do everything else. And sometimes we might try to solve problems which actually aren't solvable and they're not in our control. And actually, this could be an example of worry, which is what we discuss in our next video.